Hi guys, it's Matt here with TEKCORE UK, and today we're going to have a look at the new SwitchEasy Tones case for the iPhone 5. The case comes in a variety of different colours, and the model I've got to have a look at today is the bluish grey version. It retails at €24.95, so it comes to about £20 for us in the UK, and the great thing is you can buy from SwitchEasy direct and have it shipped within Europe. So having a look at the front of the packaging here, you can see it states it's got 360 degrees of ultimate protection. It's also made from a duo-shot hybrid construction, which is scratch resistant. That threw us a little bit, we were unsure what they meant, but on the website they state that it's made from both polycarbonate and a soft rubber. So it's giving you that strong impact resistant design, but being scratch resistant means your phone is always going to look really good, even when it is in the SwitchEasy case. If you've ever had a look at our reviews on the website of SwitchEasy cases before, we've always commented on how many accessories they include in the packaging, and this one's no different. When we flip over the case in a second, we're going to get a whole list of things that they include for absolutely free, which we think is absolutely great, and we've always been very impressed with what does come with the case. So having a look at the back of the packaging here, we can see that you get two headphone jack protectors, two for the lightning port, two front screen protectors, one for the back as well as a squeegee and a microfiber wipe. Like I say, this is absolutely great and it's a huge bonus to have these included in the packaging. So let's take a closer look at the bluish grey version that I have here today. I have already removed the tape from the back of the packaging. It is taped up, but to make it a little bit easier for me to do, I have undone that already. So I'm just going to flip that one over and lift off the back piece. Although removing the tape didn't quite make it as easy as I was hoping, so I thought take it out of shot and then just bring it back in for you. So what we're going to do, remove that back piece there, and then we can remove the case from the packaging. Inside the case we've got that little cardboard container with all the accessories inside, but let's have a quick look at the case. That back piece is definitely a strong plastic material and it's got a really nice textured finish. We can see the volume buttons there with the silent switch cut out. And then over on the top there we've got the button for the power and sleep wake one. Over on the side we've got a little SwitchEasy logo which is relatively discreet. There you go, and then moving around to the bottom we've got the cutouts for the lightning port, the headphone jack and the little tiny holes there for the speaker and microphone. So let's take the accessories out of the case and have a look at the inside. So inside the black little piece of cardboard there we've got all of our accessories. So I'm going to open that one up and just show you what is inside. On the top flap of that one we've got some instructions on how to place on the screen protector and the rear back cover. The back piece does only cover the aluminium, but again it's included with the case for absolutely nothing, so we don't mind. Here we've got the little pieces that cover the ports, so that's for the headphone jack and the lightning dock. It's really nice that they're included as well, it's just dust protection. Then we've got our screen protectors with a squeegee and a microfiber cloth. And then inside we've got some warranty information for the case and then a little diagram just to show you how to put the iPhone into the case and then how to place those little dust protectors for the ports in as well. Just inside the case we've got a SwitchEasy logo again. Obviously this is on the inside so you're not going to see it again anyway. And then let's have another look at the cutouts. So we already had a look at the volume ones. You can see it's got a really thin profile and that was something we were really impressed with. It's difficult with cases, sometimes they add a lot of bulk to the phone, but this is definitely not one that does that. I'm going to place the iPhone into the case, following the SwitchEasy instructions, putting the volume button side in first. It's usually the way that I would put cases on anyway, just so you don't get that silent switch caught. But placing it in, popping the phone into place is really easy. It's really simple to get on. It might be a little bit harder to get off, but I'm going to show you that a little bit later on in the video. So again, we've got that really thin profile, we've got the buttons covering the volume button and the silent switch cutout. It's an absolutely great size, it's not too big, it's not too small, but it makes the silent switch really easy to access. Round on the back we've got that textured polycarbonate. It's really interesting that both colours of blue, they look like they're different materials. We think they are different materials, but they have the same texture, so it just makes a really nice consistent design. If you do rub your finger on the back of the case, it does make a little scratchy sound. But it's scratch resistant, so we're not too fussed about that one either. Taking a closer look at the camera cutout, we mentioned it with a couple of spec cases that we reviewed. It's not too big, so it's not exposing any of the aluminium, but it's not causing any issues with the flash or the camera in the tests that we've done. So we really liked that. Up on the top there, we've got the button that covers the power button. Actually, that one's a little bit difficult to press. So it's a little more difficult than just pressing the normal power button on the iPhone. But having said that, it's better having the button there than just having a cutout, because having a cutout would make it a little bit difficult to get to. The volume buttons are much easier, very simple to press in, and you don't feel like you're having to put much force down, whereas the top one we did feel like we were having to put a little bit more pressure on there than what we normally would have to. There you go, so you can have a little bit of a close-up of those volume buttons and the silent switch cutout. Moving on to the bottom, the lightning connector cutout is perfect, as is the one for the headphone jack. The headphone jack one is large enough to fit any third-party headphones, as well as the earpods that come in the box as well. The back is fingerprint resistant, another feature that we really liked. And then around the front of the iPhone there's a small lip. So if you're placing the iPhone face down on a surface, you're not going to scratch up your iPhone screen. Plus, it's even better if you're using the SwitchEasy screen protector as well, because then you really are getting that 360-degree all-round coverage. So, I'm going to have another look at those little port covers and see how well they fit onto the case. I really like the fact that they match. They're in exactly the same colour as the cases, so they're not going to look out of place once they're put in. You do get two of each, which again is really nice because they are very small. You could lose them, although once you put them in they're not going to just fall out. It is one of those things, if you took it out because you needed to plug your charger in, you might leave it in your car, leave it somewhere else, so it's nice that you get two of each. Putting them in the bottom there is really easy. They simply just slot into place and they finish very well on the phone. They're not poking out. They sort of sit into place and they're very flush with the outer side of the case. So it's just going to protect your phone from dust and lint that gets in there. I don't know how much of an issue it's going to be with the lightning connector, but with the 30 pin it always used to gather quite a lot of dust. So we really like seeing these included with the SwitchEasy Tones case. The little cutouts for the speaker and microphone are great, and we much prefer having the little dots over one large cutout. There we go, so I'm just giving you a bit of an overview of what the case looks like on the phone. Like I say, it does feel very slender in the hand, and it's not adding any bulk at all. Getting it off, here's where we ran into a little bit of an issue. It's not as easy as some of the TPU cases out on the market because of that rigid back piece. So it does make it a little bit more difficult. Having said that, it's a nice snug fit and we're willing to have that downside because at least we know the case isn't going to fall off and it's not one that's going to stretch easily. So even if you were putting it on and taking it off, it's not going to lose its shape. Getting the little port covers out is much easier when the case is off. Because they fit flush with the case, just makes it a lot easier. Take the case off and then you can pop them out. But I'm just going to pop my iPhone back into the case now, and it's really easy. So there it is, the SwitchEasy Tones for the iPhone 5. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. And if you want to read my full review, head on over to tekcore.co.uk. Thanks for watching, and until next time, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter @TEKCORE UK, as we have many more case reviews coming soon.